They've got to talk shit. It's a must. If you don't talk smack in this game, you ain't going to make it. There's a heavyweight in here, yeah, who's on his rise. And my advice to him is talk tons of smack the whole way. That's how people notice you. And then, when they notice you, then you can show them your skills.
I don't think about these people because it's just talking. Listen, I long time go to my God. Boxing gets pieces my life. A lot of people say, hey, listen, you not take belt heavyweight, you not take belt 4 belt cruiserweight. You know what I say? We'll see. We'll see. For me, it doesn't matter. It's my road. Just
no, not in my opinion. The big money fights aren't out there for him, so he's got to do something. He's got to put himself in a position where he's got to win, because he's proved he's top draw. So in this fight here, I think it creates interest, intrigue. I'm quite sure there's a healthy pay packet at the end of it. This is now business.
Lewis, he was found wanted. You can beat the average big ones, but you can't beat the elite big ones, because size really matters, and we have weight divisions for a reason, and he's going to be found wanting when he fights me.
Breaking news: Tyson Fury exploded at the Usyk during the Rico Verhoeven press conference and shocked everyone with brutal insults aimed at Usyk and his boxing career. Fury mocked Usyk's achievements and warned him that Rico could destroy everything he built. Fans went crazy as the heated moment turned the entire event into complete chaos.
He's like a build-up cruiserweight, and I'm like a naturally born heavyweight, so that's a big difference. So that's what's gonna happen if I land my best shot clean, and if not, yeah, we're just gonna win.
The Wade concept steps forward and makes a fascinating point about why this fight is happening at the Pyramids of Giza. He says Usyk wants to make a fat paycheck and do something completely different. But he also questions whether anyone truly learned the lesson from the Times Square show, which he calls a complete disaster.
No, we're doing it because Usyk wants a little time to do something else, make a fat paycheck, and they're going to do it at the bottom of the Pyramids of Giza. That's why we're doing it, so we can show off that we can put fights at the Pyramids of Giza. Did we not learn our lesson in Times Square? How much of a fucking shit show that was?
Frank Warren delivers a savage response to every critic moaning about this fight, including Tyson Fury, who erupted at the press conference like a complete clown and made boxing look absolutely embarrassing. Warren says if you felt so bad about it, then why show up at all? Warren says Fury's ridiculous eruptions and Usyk's banned substance scandal have already done enough damage to this sport.
About all the way through about what was going on and the two guys, and I found it strange. Why are you commentating on it then? Why did you take the gig if you don't like it? If you're so anti it, and if you feel so bad about it, then donate your fee to the Xboxers, one of the Xboxers Association.
Tyson Fury delivers one of the most powerful warnings directed straight at Usyk and says you can never stop because people are always trying to catch you when you are not ready. Fury looks directly at Usyk and says always be ready and always stay sharp, because the moment you relax and drop your guard is the moment everything you have worked your entire career for gets completely taken away. Fury says Usyk has beaten everyone and conquered everything, but Rico Verhoeven is coming to Yandy that story at those pyramids and take absolutely everything from him.
Isaac! You will never stop, because you always got people trying to catch you when you're not ready. So always be ready, always. Ready, always. You know what I can't believe?
Eddie Hearn is trying to make sense of all the personal tension and drama surrounding this entire press conference situation. Hearn says this whole thing is extremely personal for everyone involved, and says both sides are going at each other with absolutely everything they have got. Hearn admits it simply should not have happened at this level, but says what is completely done is done, and now the only thing that truly matters is what happens inside that ring.
I mean, listen, it's boxing, it's family. John's John. Both goading each other. Both very personal. Both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it.
Tyson Fury steps forward and gives the most tactical and most brilliant advice about how to actually beat Usyk inside that ring. Fury says Rico hurt Usyk before with a body shot and put him down heavily. Fury says maybe Rico can land that same body shot again, and put Usyk down one more time. Fury says just do the absolute best you can and let your punches tell the real story on fight night.
Knock him out. Because I wouldn't say that because it's in England and you know it's on his own show, so just do the best you can. That's it, best you can. It hurt him before with a body shot, put him down heavily, so maybe he can land that same body shot, put him down again.
Johnny Nelson delivers the most important message for Rico Verhoeven, while Tyson Fury is busy making an absolute fool of himself by erupting at press conferences and turning the whole event into his own personal entertainment show. Nelson says Rico has all the ingredients to become a genuine world champion, but must learn from his previous mistakes and put discipline at the center of everything. Nelson says forget about Fury's embarrassing circus behavior and forget about Usyk's banned substance scandal. Rico has a completely clean and golden opportunity to prove himself as the greatest combat sports champion on the planet if he simply stays focused and disciplined when that bell rings at those pyramids.
Well, as long as he learns from that fight, he can go as far as he wants to go. He's got to learn. He's got to learn from the mistakes he's made. He's got to make sure, there's a discipline. He's got all the ingredients to be a world champion.
Ade Oladipo raises a point that has the boxing world completely divided, while Tyson Fury is busy erupting at press conferences and making an absolute clown of himself instead of focusing on anything meaningful. Oladipo says what if the substance got into Usyk's system through completely other means, and says we have to give the benefit of doubt. But the boxing world is asking one simple question. How can anyone take Usyk's innocence seriously when Tyson Fury is standing there making a complete mockery of the sport with his embarrassing press conference eruptions, and Usyk himself has been caught with a banned substance that has absolutely no business being in any clean fighter's body at any time under any circumstances whatsoever.
If it's somehow in his system from other means, I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild. Honestly.
Carl Froch steps forward and delivers the most devastating and most final verdict on everything surrounding this explosive press conference and the controversy hanging over this entire fight. Froch calls the whole situation a complete mockery of boxing and says it is disgusting and disgraceful from the very first moment to the very last. Froch says whoever is responsible should be sitting somewhere deeply embarrassed right now because what has been done is simply not acceptable under any circumstances and cannot be defended or excused by anyone no matter how creative or how sympathetic their argument tries to be. When Carl Froch speaks with this level of fury and this level of genuine disgust, the whole boxing world knows that something has gone seriously and deeply wrong.
Just makes a mockery of boxing and just disgust and disgrace the room. I mean, it's disgusting and disgraceful what he's done. He should be embarrassed. I hope he is embarrassed, but it's not acceptable. I don't know why he's done it.
Anthony Joshua gives the most relaxed and most surprising reaction to everything that happened at this explosive Tyson Fury press conference eruption. Joshua says he thinks it is just Fury's character and says there is no real personal vendetta behind any of it. Joshua compares the whole eruption to kids playing in a playground and says these things simply happen and someone steps in to make sure everything stays safe. Joshua's incredibly calm reaction stands in the most complete and refreshing contrast to the chaos and the anger and the outrage that is pouring in from every other corner of the boxing world and reminds everyone that sometimes the most powerful response to all the noise is simply to stay completely cool and let the real decision makers handle everything.
I think that's just his character, no personal vendettas, a little push and a shove is like kids play in the playground, you know what I mean? He was like 4 years old and the teacher would say, oh, it's the same thing that happens, isn't it?
Adam Smith gives the most honest and most cautious reaction to the entire controversy surrounding this fight and everything that happened at that explosive press conference. Smith says he is genuinely surprised by how everything has unfolded and says he will wait and see what truly happens next because he simply does not know all the full findings yet. Smith says most of what the world currently knows has come flooding in through social media rather than through proper official statements and channels. And until those proper statements are released and the complete and honest picture is fully understood by everyone involved, Smith urges the entire boxing world to take a collective breath and wait patiently for the complete truth to finally emerge. Because rushing to judgment before every single fact is confirmed only makes an already complicated situation dramatically and unnecessarily worse for absolutely everyone.
Prize, and I'll wait and see what happens. I mean, I don't know the findings. We don't know. I haven't seen statements really. I don't know. It's come out in the social.
John Fury steps forward and delivers a message that is supposed to sound threatening and intimidating, but the whole boxing world is watching and waiting to see if the actions will ever truly match the extraordinary words. John says Rico simply does not know what he is truly in for, and thinks because certain fighters are small that they cannot truly hurt him. John says Tommy is like a pocket rocket compared to Hall, and says he felt the power himself, and knows Hall absolutely cannot take that kind of speed and precision. John says that is exactly and precisely why Hall wants shorter 2-minute rounds, because he is genuinely and deeply terrified of what a fully motivated and properly prepared fighter with real power and real speed can do to him over a full and proper fight distance.
You don't know what he's in for. He thinks because Tommy's small, Tommy's like a pocket rocket, isn't he, compared to him? And I got that body belt on, I'm feeling the power. He can't take that. That's why he wants to do 2-minute rounds, isn't it?
Carl Froch closes everything with the most powerful and most memorable final verdict of this entire explosive press conference situation surrounding Tyson Fury's eruption and the warning he issued to Usyk. Froch calls everything a complete and total mockery of boxing and says the disgust and the disgrace on display has left him completely and utterly speechless in a way that very few situations in his entire career have ever managed to achieve. Froch says whoever is responsible should be sitting somewhere feeling deeply and genuinely embarrassed right now because what has happened is simply not acceptable under any circumstances whatsoever and cannot be defended or excused by a single person no matter how hard they try. Froch speaks with the full weight and complete authority of a former world champion who gave everything to this sport with nothing but honest hard work, and says every single word he delivers here is completely justified and completely shared by every serious and genuine person in boxing who witnessed this shocking and deeply unnecessary situation unfold.
Just makes a mockery of boxing and just disgust and disgrace the room. I mean, it's disgusting and disgraceful what he's done. He should be embarrassed. I hope he is embarrassed, but it's not acceptable. I don't know why he's...
What you have just witnessed is one of the most explosive and most shocking press conference moments in recent boxing history, as Tyson Fury absolutely erupted at the Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven press conference and issued warnings and delivered verdicts that have sent shockwaves through every single corner of the combat sports world. Fury came out and said if you do not talk smack, you are simply not going to make it in this game, and backed that up with the most savage and most entertaining performance any fighter has put on at a press conference in a very long time. But Usyk sat through all of it completely unbothered and said he does not think about people who just talk, because his whole life people have been telling him what he cannot do, and every single time his answer has been the same. We will see. Fury then issued his most brutal warning to Rico, saying Rico can beat average big fighters, but will be found completely wanting against the elite ones, and says size truly matters at this level. Rico fired back and said Usyk built up like a cruiserweight while he is a naturally born heavyweight, and says one clean shot changes the whole fight immediately. Johnny Nelson made the brilliant business point that this fight creates genuine interest and a healthy pay packet, and says it is simply now business at the highest level. Frank Warren blasted the critics who took the gig and then complained about it, and said donate your fees to boxing if you feel that bad about it. Tyson Fury gave the most tactical advice and said Rico hurt Usyk with a body shot before and should look to land that same shot again. Johnny Nelson warned Rico to learn from his mistakes because he has all the ingredients to be a world champion if he simply applies the right discipline. Carl Froch called everything disgusting and disgraceful and said it makes a complete mockery of boxing. And through all of it, Usyk remained the most calm and the most focused man in the entire room because he knows that when that bell rings at those magnificent pyramids in Giza, absolutely everything that was said and warned and erupted about becomes completely irrelevant, and only the punches will tell the real and final truth about who truly deserves to be called the greatest combat sports champion on this entire planet right now.